I won't be on for too long. I'm running a little behind today and trying to get a bunch of weird shit done before the holidays. So for those of you, regardless of where you are, good morning or good evening, depending if you're my friends in Europe or my friends in Argentina or the folks in the US, and probably the folks in China are sleeping right now, but I don't think I have many followers over there. So, topic of the video today, there's got to be more to this. This drone thing is just really weird. It just doesn't make sense. And I put it in a short video earlier today. If I was a bad guy, hey Vision, if I was a bad guy and I had bad intentions, hey KP, what's going on? Hey Holly. If I was a bad guy and I wanted to do a lot of bad things, I would not fly a big ass drone with a bunch of lights low where people could hear it. So I'm sure a lot of you own a drone, right? Even if it's not licensed, like the little commercial, the private drones. You take that little zzz and you go 100 feet in the air, you can barely hear it. Okay, a good drone, civilian drone, you could get 300-400 feet up. Legally speaking, you're not supposed to go over 400 feet if you're a legit pilot. Hey, Daryl, what's going on? But you can't hear it. So why would you fly this freaking car-sized shit low with its lights on over people's houses and freak them out if you're trying to do a bad thing, right? And there goes my phone. Hold on a second, folks. Oops, yeah, sorry if you guys lost me there for a second. Hang on. Well, shoot. Can you guys even see me? Because I'm... like, everything's in a hot mess right now. Oh, shoot. There we go. Stupid ass holder. I guess not so quality holder anymore, is it? It's probably getting old. But let's think about it for a second. Yeah, I know the whole world. The drones got me, right? If I was going to do something bad, hey, Devil Dog, why would I fly a big ass drone over a bunch of civilian areas with my lights on? You know, if you flew it over, say, I don't know, like out here, Dyes Air Force Base, which is the B-1 bomber base, right? And that's pretty much something you could Google, so it's not super secret. The Air Force wouldn't go announce, oh, somebody flew a drone. Oh, no, they'd go and try and investigate it quietly. So either A, it's a psyop and you're distracting us from something else, or B, you're doing it on purpose to create panic. And if you're trying to panic people, to what end are you trying to freak people out? My social plans during went to shed a little screw and showed up late. No. Oh no. Bunny until I went on off it. Oh God, Joe. Joe never has a dull moment. But I'm glad to see you online, Joe. It's good. It's always good to hear you, see you in the comments. But yeah, does it make sense? I mean, hey, Loretta. Oh yeah, the Angry Prepper's going on here. He premieres here in a little bit. I would have gone on 30 minutes earlier, but I completely got screwed up this morning with my schedule. Yeah, Dan, that's the only thing I could think of. There's a goal here. So here's what else has happened in the news. Because when I did that video this morning, I'm like, I wonder what else is going on. So the president, Biden, not the new president, Trump, has given pardons to 3 Chinese nationals, not asylum seekers. They were here under some kind of work or corporate visa, for spying on a military base, one of them, industrial espionage and surveillance. Somebody was trying to steal our company secrets and shit, and I can't remember what the other guy did. He gave all 3 of them a pardon. Why would he do that? Like, everyone's talking about drones, and this headline with Biden giving these weird pardons was way the hell down on the list. He just pardoned his own son. God bless him. Well, folks, I get the feeling that my phone holder doesn't want to cooperate today. Yeah, Holly, that's all I can think of. But there's all sorts of weird shit going on politically. They're trying to approve more money for our friends in Europe. You know, basically, the president of Syria was run out of the country. We don't know exactly who's going to wind up taking power. And at the end of the day, everyone's paying attention in the US. We're all paying attention to the drone and these stupid drones all over the place. Like I said, if you look at the footage with the Ukrainians and the Russians, their drones don't have lights. They're taping them off. Even if they're commercial drones, they're taping the lights so you can't see them, because they're basically crashing them into people and blowing them up. Or they're using them to surveil. You know, if I was in a wartime environment using my personal drone, I would tape up the little lights so you couldn't see them, or I'd paint them black with a marker, because you may not be able to turn them off on certain drones. But I'd want it, hey Jay, I'd want it such that you couldn't see my drone. I would fly it more than 100, 200 feet in the air. I'd fly it way the hell up there so nobody could hear it. And then I'd take my pictures or do whatever shit I was going to do. Why would you fly a big ass drone over with its lights on? And it made, you know, some of the footage is really interesting because you could hear it sounds like a little helicopter, which is basically what it is. The only thing I could think of is they're not trying to hide it, and either they're doing it to distract us or they're deliberately trying to create panic. Now, it could also be untrained operatives. That's a hypothetical where, you know, we've let whatever... Okay, some context. Between 1885 and 1920, so it was about 30, 40 years, we allowed roughly 15 million immigrants from Europe, Polish, Irish, German, Russian, into the country over 30-something years plus. I may have the dates a little off. In the last 4 years, we've allowed roughly the same number, but in 4 years, most of whom signed no book. They had no ID. They didn't come through Ellis Island and sign their name so people at least knew who the fuck they were. Like, they just showed up in the country, and they're all over the place. So who's to say we don't have bad players buying commercial off-the-shelf drones doing dry runs for something? We don't know. But I mean, they must be dumbass operatives, because if I was doing something bad, I would black out the lights on the drone and take pictures. I'd want nobody to see me. So what's the end game here? And it really well, right. And Joe, yeah, a lot of people are reacting. They're reacting in a panic mode, and I'm like, but why? Why is this happening? Let's ask the question. So there was a drone over my subdivision, which is in where it was is in Class C airspace. In order for me to legally fly, I have to actually have an app that notifies the FAA and air traffic control I'm going to operate at that height over my subdivision. And I almost called in late to work just so I could fly my drone and go to that drone and go see what his ass was doing. Like, I literally wanted to go say hi. There goes my phone again. Good Lord. So, literally, go say hi to his drone with my drone to see what's going on. Yeah, I don't know. There we go. It just doesn't make sense to me, y'all. Yeah, Jay. The phone holder's apparently dying. So no, if I had a crashed, I'd have been cursing. Anyway, point being, there's more to it. There's this. Either our military is doing an exercise, and it would not be the first time a branch of our, where you going, old man? You have a full stop. It would not be I pulled in front of a trash truck. That would have been ugly. It would not be the first time the military has done a test of new technology on our active duty people, right? They did that all the time in the 60s and 70s. They would do it now. Why not? It just doesn't make sense. Like, what's the end game, and why is everyone freaking out? I'm curious why. What's the purpose here? The roaming alien. It might be the roaming alien. It just, to me, it doesn't. There's a lot of hearsay going on, and nobody's looking at it and asking questions. Like, everyone's just hypothesizing. Oh, it's an enemy operative. Maybe it is. Maybe it's not. Well, does that make sense? Again, if I was a bad guy, why would I leave my navigation lights on and fly big-ass drones over civilian population where everyone has a freaking phone? Do you know what I mean? Hey, Pennsylvania EMT, good to see you. And Loretta and Jay and Tracy and anybody I missed in the chat. So, folks, I'm just not... There's something we're missing. And then it begs the question, what else is going on? Why the president gave a pardon to a bunch of Chinese nationals who were convicted. Okay? I mean, if you didn't get convicted, you wouldn't need a pardon, right? So they were convicted of shit, and they got out of jail. Okay? You get the dumbasses who rioted on January 6th, they're still in jail. They didn't get a pardon. And granted, they broke the law, but so did the Chinese guys. So why are they free and the other guys aren't? Like where's the standard here? He pardoned his son. That's pretty convenient. All the way back to 2014, which would cover all the Burisma shit with the Ukrainians, who we're sending billions of dollars to. But he's pardoned now, right? So we can't investigate that. So, and I'm not trying to be political. I'm just trying to understand what the hell else is going on. They're making this big hoorah in the mainstream media about drones and all this other crap. All right, now I'm at a light. I can try and fix this damn phone. Here we go. Here in Jersey, all the radio... Right. He's trying to screw up USA as much as possible. Maybe so. Maybe so. But this poor girl's trying to run with her backpack, and she almost wiped out. I was trying to let her go. And, okay, she threw a kiss at me. That's new. Well, I feel kind of proud and weird at the same time. That's okay. All right. It's never a dull moment when I drive around. I really need that dash cam. God, I keep forgetting to get one. That might be a Christmas gift to myself this year, is a dash cam, so y'all could see some of this shit. But anyway, it gotta be... And yeah, Devil Dog, probably. That would make sense. Politically speaking, the Democratic Party took a beating this year. I mean, they took an absolute beating. So is it conceivable that they're trying to sabotage as much as they can? I don't know. I mean... But it just doesn't make sense. If I was a bad guy and I wanted to do bad shit with drones, I would not have the drones with lights on flying over highly populated areas where a shit ton of people are going to see it. I'd fly it over a military base, sure, to collect intel, but there are no houses there typically, other than base housing. I'd fly it over infrastructure, where, I could gather, I don't know, water treatment plant information or some shit. But what I would not do is put it on over a subdivision like that. If I didn't want to get noticed, that would be the opposite of what I'd want to do. So anyway, I got a lot of questions. I got more questions than I have answers today, folks. Hey, Liberty. But yeah, I just, there's something greater going on. I think the drones, we know they're not UFOs, they're fucking drones. We've seen the video. So are they coming off the ocean? Okay, great. Why is the Navy not chasing down, going out there? Where's the Coast Guard? Okay, there's only so many countries that have submarine technology that can deploy drones. And basically it's Russia and China, who are enemies of ours. Iran does not have a drone submarine fleet really of any kind of significance. So I am the drone hunter. I'm gonna go fly the, seriously, I wanted to go fly my drone up to their drone and be like, okay, what's up, homie? What you doing, you know? But unfortunately, my new drone has a transponder, and the FAA will be like, what the fuck are you doing, dude? So I need to get clearance for that shit. But yeah, like, what are we doing? And now people are getting angry. And so the folks in New Jersey, and got, you know, people from New York, we like to pick on Jersey, but the people in the country in Jersey give zero shits. If you're flying something they don't like, they have shotguns in New Jersey. They will try and shoot it down. So I'm waiting for that to happen. And oddly enough, they're probably going to arrest the homeowner for shooting in the air as opposed to the fucking drone guy, if they can figure out where the hell he is. Truthful, are they're, I heard they are selling the materials for the border wall that were surplus. God, is it in Starr County? It's in South Texas somewhere. Now there's also rumors that one of the oil field barons, one of those oil CEOs, is planning to buy everything and then give it back to Trump. So I don't know. There's so much trash talk with that. But folks, and that's true, Dan. If I go up and like tag the other drone, because I can call air traffic control on the phone, like there's a phone number for the tower, and say, hey, I'm drone number 27 and I'm on your radar, and there's another drone in your airspace and he's not supposed to be here. If they can get the drone, they can figure out roughly where the transmitting console is. So why don't they knock one of these damn drones down and try to backtrack using the internal IPs where the hell the operator is? I don't know. There's just a lot of weird shit. I'm wondering what else is happening. What else is going on that we're missing? They could be, Loretta, they could be a signal. They could be just intelligence gathering. So here's the other thought is, okay, we want to get as much intel as we can on the Americans before we do X, right? Whatever X may be. So you tell all these people you've put in the country, right? There's been 50,000 Chinese nationals, say. Let's say 5,000 of them are here with an assignment to go buy a commercial drone and say, okay, just flood the airspace and take all the video and pictures you can. And if they shoot you down or arrest you or trash your drone, just run away from it. Just throw the controller in the garbage and run. And then send us the data. And they're collecting data. And this could be a massive data collection scheme. Now, what scares me is the balloon actually screwed us up. The Air Force didn't know how to approach shooting down a balloon. So these low-tech attacks, and granted drones are high-tech, but these low-expense attacks are really difficult to defend against. And Tracy, they may be ours. It may be the military doing drills, and they can't tell us they're doing drills, so they're saying, we don't know who it is. And no, bullshit, they know who it is, but it's classified, so we tell the media a bunch of bullshit, and the media regurgitates the bullshit. Because, you know, we don't have guys like Walter Cronkite anymore who actually ask difficult questions. I don't know, folks. In any case, don't have a heart attack over the drone. Keep doing what you're doing. Keep paying down any debts you have. Take inventory of what you need. I'm seeing prices flat. I'm hoping they'll go down. Remember, at the end of the year, a lot of stores, especially as you get close to Christmas, they're going to try and get rid of inventory. If you're looking for something, start shopping and see, hey, Red Dog, possibly. They took Thanksgiving off. Yeah, possibly. They may have stuff on sale that you may need or you've been planning to get, but you've been putting off. Try to take advantage of some of those sales. But keep doing what you're doing. Don't panic about the drones. There's nothing really you can do about it. Now, the ranchers will shoot the drones down and not tell anyone. You know, you own 5,000 acres of cattle farm in Texas, and you'll just say, "Oh, I was shooting a buzzard." You know, that's bullshit. You were shooting a drone, but who's gonna? And the sheriff isn't gonna say anything. The sheriff would be interested to see the drone. So yeah, Texas is its own little world. That's for sure. But y'all just keep doing what you're doing. Don't panic. Hey, all American, what's going on? Keep paying attention, but don't panic. And again, if these were bad guys, unless they're just trying to do some mass flood surveillance that puts so many drones in the air that you can't shut them all down, in which case you don't give a shit, why are they leaving the navigation lights on? Why are they flying them so low that everybody can see them? Like, whoever's doing this is not doing a very good job of hiding anything. So, I don't know. Yeah, Little Alone, I don't doubt that balloon. I did the schematics of the diameter of the balloon in a video like last year. And Cold War Prepper and I talked about it on a few live streams together. The trailer or that component under the balloon was big. It had to have been 20, 30 feet of an array. It was not small. It looks small because the pictures are deceiving. It was a sizable balloon, and it was a sizable antenna package they had under it. But who knows, right? But anyway, folks, y'all continue to do what you're doing. Be smart. Try to stay ahead of the curve. We were talking about the drones months ago. The mainstream media just picked it up in the last week. Okay, and I've said this before, there's like a 4 to 6 week lead time between the prepper community and everyone else, where we're talking about shit a month and a half, 2 months before everyone else realizes it. Hence why we weren't buying toilet paper, because we already had during COVID. So you guys be smart, take your time, be careful, and make sure you're ready for those contingencies. You could get a blackout from a cyber attack. You could get a blackout just because of an accident. You know, a truck hits a power line, blackout. Don't panic. Be smart. Save your energy, your money, and your time, and use it wisely. All of those are the most valuable resources you have. And be careful, be safe, and don't cause yourself any problems. Don't attract unwanted attention to yourself. You know, be quiet, be safe. You guys be good out there. God bless, and we will see you guys on the next live stream. You guys take care of yourselves.